Hey Spartans, I'm Jaylon.
And I'm Tyler. This is the last week of the trimester.
It's hard to believe we have been back in the school for 5 weeks and that the third trimester starts on Monday. In today's show, students and staff weigh in on what transition to hybrid learning has been like for them.
There are several new staff members in the building that we would like to introduce you to.
Ravenay is back with some LHS fashion icons, and Hunter is going to give us a rundown of the top music from 2020.
We also get to see how up-to-date some of our staff are on their slang terms. From the studio, our live broadcast starts now.
Keeping our schedule straight, especially on weeks like this one, can be challenging, but most staff and students are grateful to be back to some type of in-person learning.
One study by Texas A&M found that administrators were left scrambling to find software and online tools to adequately educate students, and both veteran and beginning teachers were forced to try different methods to see what worked best for them and their students.
When we were virtual, we didn't get to use our school cameras, so we had to change everything so that the students could take pictures using the camera on their phone. So we had to change a lot of the curriculum in order to do it that way versus being with our cameras. And every student would be able to use Photoshop on their Chromebooks. There's a free version out there of Photopea, which is nice for a free version, but it doesn't come close to Photoshop. So I mean, if I could get those things, that would have been fantastic. But we only have about 15 cameras, so we have to share with all the classes.
A study done by the University of Maryland measured the current mood states of teachers and found that most felt strongly determined and alert, but also extremely nervous and upset.
With all of the social distancing we have been doing since starting our hybrid schedule, it is tough to meet new people. And next trimester, you might have class with some of the new teachers in the building.
Well, I started teaching 1999. And I worked as a public school teacher for about 4 years, and then I stayed home with my kids and homeschooled them for about 15 years. So now I'm back to work again. So all told, it's over 20 years. I don't know how many years is that? 22 years. My first job was as a foreign language teacher at Dalton Kellogg Middle School, and then I also worked at Battle Creek Public Schools. Yes, I grew up wanting to be a teacher. I used to play school with my younger brother, and I would sit him down and give him homework assignments, and I had my big chalkboard, and yeah, I've always enjoyed teaching.
So it wasn't necessarily I wanted to be a teacher, but just teaching people things, and what better place to do that than education. So I applied for a teacher fellow scholarship and got that scholarship, so that kind of like put me on that path that I wanted to go on to be a teacher. Well, I feel like people have been very inviting, even with the awkward start. You know, you come in August, start setting up your room, but then you don't really come into it until January. But every time I worked with someone virtually or in person, everyone's always been really welcoming, very helpful. It really felt like part of a team, even though I'm the new guy in a way. So it's almost like I've been here the whole time, the way people treat me. Well, it's nice to be in front of the students and get to see the students working.
My name is Ms. Brown. I am new to Lakeview High School, new to the department, and been here for 3 or 4 weeks.
Hi, I'm Senorita Birkenpass, or Miss Birkenpass, Miss B, Senorita B, any of the above. This is my first full year here at Lakeview High School because I started last year in January, and it's been a very interesting year, just to say the least, but I'm really excited to be here. And I'm glad to be part of the Spartan family.
It's not very different from being a new student. Being a new employee, you have to meet different people, you have to learn the ropes. You're trying to figure out how to be the best you in that position, or for a student, how to be the best you in the classroom. And so I would say that there are a lot of similarities.
I think I was most nervous because this is such a really big school. I'm from a very, very small town in the UP, and I'm only taught in pretty small schools. My hometown there's less people in my hometown than there are children who attend the school. So it's kind of nerve-wracking. This is just a very different area than what I've grown up with and where I've taught before.
Staying the whole stay-at-home order, interacting with a lot of students from home has been interesting, but it's also given me an opportunity to meet with the students one-on-one, really get to know them, talk to them on a more personable level without having someone come in when you're having a conversation with them.
I've really enjoyed being here, and I've really enjoyed getting to know the kids and the staff and just finding my place here.
We would like to welcome a couple other new staff members, including Miss Snyder, who used to teach at the middle school, as well as Miss Hadler and Miss Eldridge.
There are quite a few staff who are young, but they haven't been able to keep up on their current slang.
Do you know what cap means?
Yes, cap is a lie.
It's like lying, basically. Like if you were to tell me,
Oh, I wasn't thinking.
if you were to tell me that my outfit matches all the way down.
Yes.
I'll
Your
like,
response.
I'll be like, different word. Do you know what drip is?
Drip?
Yep.
Confidence, right? If you have drip, you have confidence?
No, not quite.
Drip, 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 drip. It's funnier the more you say it. Like, is it supposed to be like a jokey type word?
No.
No.
Respect the drip, Karen. I thought that was like confidence in your clothes. No?
No, not confidence, but
Like you look good?
yeah.
Okay.
Like, do you know what bussin' means?
Bussin'?
Yeah.
Not a clue.
Not a clue?
Like, pretty much just take anything from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, anything that Will Smith said was pretty much what we would say.
So if you were eating something, you'd say that burger's bussin'.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stop the cap. That
Bussin'.
burger's bussin'.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, we'd say stuff was stupid and dope, and even though that kind of means that you're not smart, we kind of thought that meant well, it was really cool.
And if your boy was like trying to make moves on a girl, you tell him to stop macking, or he's macking on that girl.
People, I hear that. I
And so
hear that sometimes.
I feel like that one's come back.
When I first started working here, I said ratchet, and the kids made me feel real dumb because apparently ratchet was not a thing anymore. But that was like something that we used to say all the time.
No cap, Tyler. Coming back to school with the mask on and with only half the people here has been really weird.
It is nice that our district has put our safety first, even though it has been a big change and hybrid hasn't been super easy.
As far as how the hybrid is going, I think it's going pretty well. We have a lot of kids coming to school. As far as the kids wearing their masks, there has been no issues. I think that pretty much everybody's following the rules and doing what they're supposed to be doing. And I think it's great for the kids to be back so that they can get help from their teachers. I think that we have a lot more kids that are passing classes. We worked with teachers on trying to get them to work with students. So if they were failing in the virtual, but when we came back with the hybrid, trying to work out plans for them so that they could pass and get their credits for the trimester. And so overall, I think it's going pretty well.
Could you just tell us some of your thoughts on being hybrid and online and in person, and like what you think has been working really well and what you think has not been working so well?
Personally, I liked it better when we were online just because coming in 2 days a week, I don't know, it's just like not my thing, I guess. And also, like, if I come into school, I want to be with my senior class. Mm-hmm. And since we're all split up, we don't get to enjoy our senior year together. So that's mostly my biggest thing.
So general thoughts, I do like hybrid. I feel like I can get to more students. We can do more one-on-one with the students. I feel like the discipline has gone down quite a bit. So hybrid for me, I do like it.
Hybrid, I feel like you have to do half of your work at home, half your work in school, and you're not always in the same, like you're not always in the same place as the other students. And sometimes I come to school and I don't get any work done, and then I have to go back home and I have to do all of the work, size, all the things that I have to do outside school.
I think hybrid's going really well, actually. I think things have gone pretty smooth here at the high school. Kids have been great. It isn't my favorite. I'd love to have everybody in the building, right? If we could all have our way, I would certainly pick that everybody would be here. But being that we don't get to pick, I think this is the best we could manage with what we've got.
When I'm outside of school, like on my other days, like Tuesday and Thursday, it's not that hard. I think it's manageable. Yeah, I think it's a lot better than what we had before.
Considering all the changes we've been through this year, I think we have done a pretty good job of adapting to the situations.
Absolutely. Another change I have noticed since we've returned to school is that some people have really started to explore their personal sense of fashion more since last March.
During quarantining, I dressed a lot more like street fashion brands more, but now I stopped like caring less about like street brands and stuff like that, and started thrifting a lot more. And so a lot of the clothes that I buy now are from thrift shops and things that I think they look nice.
I used to wear hoodies and jeans every day. It got old. It was not the move. After I came out to my family, I told myself I have to do better. I can't, look how I look in the future. Some people won't like how I dress. Some people will hate on it. Some people will like it. And it clicked, and it was like, I can't be dressing for anybody else but myself.
What inspired me to change my look? Probably because, I don't know, it's just like I got really, during quarantine I was like really bored. I think my style would definitely like just change over time naturally, but probably wouldn't have changed as much as it did.
If quarantine didn't happen, I would have been able to get the money to, dress how I wanted to dress.
Over quarantine, I watched a lot of K-dramas, and I like the way that the actors dress in those shows. The most famous one, it's called Goblin. And I like how the main actor, I forget his name, but I like how he dresses. So,
if you think that you or someone you know should be featured on the fashion segment in the future, DM us names on Instagram at LHS Channel 101. We would love any recommendations for the interesting students to feature on the show.
Fashion, of course, isn't the only way we express ourselves. The music we listen to plays a huge role as well.
This is 2020 and 2021's top albums of the year, including my personal favorite, Legends Never Die.
I got pain in my heart, I told you 100 times. But it's money on my mind. Put a beam on the glizzy, don't get caught between the...
As many people know, us young adults and teenagers like to listen to the latest hip-hop and rap songs. Here's the top rap songs of 2020 and 2021, including my favorite, Moonwalking in Calabasas.
Mama, I told you we gon' be okay. Whipping the bench and she live in LA. Trying to thank God but don't know what to say. Don't call that Lord.
Most improved genre of this year has to go to R&B, producing hits like You Got It by Vito and Your Mind Still by Young Blue. Take a listen.
I wish that we can change places. Don't want no new faces. She got my heartbeat.
And of course, I couldn't leave you without telling you the top song, not only in this country, but nationwide. Here is Save Your Tears by The Weeknd.
Save your tears for another. Save your tears for another.
So far for 2021, my favorite songs are Lil Yachty Hit About It.
I feel like I'm pretty tech savvy, but I think I need to work on my Spotify playlist.
I can help you with that. And if you need help any of your classes, members of the National Honor Society are offering free group tutoring sessions every other Thursday over Zoom.
The next session is March 4th. Just log in from 4 to 4:45 to tinyurl/NHS online tutoring, and don't let yourself get behind in those third trimester classes.
In addition to taking care of our academics, we need to be taking care of our physical and mental health.
This month is Student Health Center Awareness Month, and Grace Health is here to help you with all of your health needs.
If you stop into the health center and say hi, you can enter your name into a drawing for an Amazon gift card.
The Grace Health Center is open through Monday through Friday from 7:30 to 3:30. They offer a variety of different services, including those that are confidential and do not need parental approval.
For confidential services such as pregnancy and STI testing, STI treatment, and anxiety and depression, students just need to sign the minor consent form available in the center themselves.
For all other services, you must need a consent treatment form on file. That form is available in the Grace Health Center as well as their website under the Student-Based Services tab.
Make sure you are reading the weekly student newsletter for important information. This week's edition includes announcements regarding upcoming scheduling for next year's classes, scholarship opportunities, career awareness for freshmen and sophomores, and links to athletic live streams of home events.
That is all for us this week. Don't forget that Thursday and Friday are half days, and everyone will attend mandatory Zooms from 1st through 3rd on Thursday and 4th through 6th on Friday.
And since your class schedule changes on Monday, you may want to print out or take a screenshot of your new schedule on Skyward this weekend.
Great idea. For Channel 1 and Woos, I'm Tyler.
And I'm Jaylon. Have a great weekend and good luck finishing up the trimester Spartans.
Welcome to a brand new show where we have 6 celebrities, and each round, one of them will be eliminated until there's only one winner. Example A, winner. Welcome to the show.
John Battery, why do you think you're gonna win?
Got the rings, 6 rings, meaning I win a lot. So
But you don't win all the time, though, do you?
You don't need to win all the time. It's all about winning more than you lose.
That's
and
not
I've
true.
won more than I lost.
You're still a loser. Now get out of my sight. Win.
The name's Kanye East. I'm here to interview live right now, and I'm gonna win. You wanna know why? Because I'm Kanye East, man.
All right, can we get a next one?
I'm the man with the plan. I'm super
Next, get out
red.
with Rihanna Reeves. Rihanna, why do you think you're gonna win?
I'm Rihanna Reeves. I'm the chosen one. Why do you come?
So, Nicolas Cage, why do you think you're gonna win?
Well, because this contest requires grit. Requires you to be tough.
I think you lack all those things. I don't think you have them.
I'm sorry, what?